Welcome back to L&D Home, and if you are new, welcome to our channel. We are in the nursery again today. If you have not seen those videos, previous ones, I will have them linked down below for you. My voice is still doing a thing. I don't know where it's coming from. It won't stop. Anyway, we're in the nursery again today for day 2, more like part 2. It's going to take more than a few days to do this, so like part 2. So I'm going to show you some of the progress from the previous video, just real quick overview, and then we are actually going to be getting to the changing table today. That is our main goal today, is to clean, paint the changing table and get it up here in the space. Second main goal is to hang shelves. So let me show you what we got going on. All right, so when we finished our last video, we were waiting on the spackle situation to dry for the holes. I still do have some touch-ups, so off camera I did like paint that. It's like the next day, so I did paint over that, but I still have some places where there's like a little bit of like divot that I didn't really realize when I did the touch-up paint. So I am going to have to go over a few of these spots where you can really see those indents from those huge anchors. I will not be using anchors that big this next time. Oh my goodness. So I'm just going to be doing that off camera, but that is drying. And then we also have this wall that's drying, which wasn't as bad. So that's kind of where we're at. Everything else pretty much looks the same. If you have seen that other video, if not, go ahead and check it out after this one, or pause this one, go to the other video, whatever's better for you. But we're going to be heading down into the garage to work on the changing table. While we are heading downstairs, hopefully you can hear me. I should plug my mic in. I'm probably not gonna, but I should. While we're headed downstairs, I'm going to grab a bowl of soapy water because we're going to use that to like wipe down the changing table. So I'm going to go ahead and just fill up a smallish bowl like this with some pretty warm water, as hot as I can like stand it on my hands, and just a little bit of dish soap. I'm just going to use like 3 little pumps. I don't want it to leave any like weird residue behind because I want to be able to dry it off and start painting it pretty quickly. I was for this going to go a little bit hotter. I was for this going to do a my paint sprayer. I actually have a paint sprayer. I've never used it. I asked for it for Christmas like years ago. My parents bought it for me and I never used it. I was gonna go get like a black, like a pretty black, like that peppercorn black or whatever, or like Fired Earth is a beautiful black color. Love it. And then I was like, I don't feel like doing all that. I have black spray paint. And I don't have to like purchase it. I already have it. You know what I mean? So I think that's what we're going to do. I think. Here is the changing table. I got this off of Facebook Marketplace and like it was $25 for this. I mean, it is hefty. It is sturdy. I did want one. I saw one that had like drawers and stuff in it, but it was going to be significantly longer. And the point was I needed something like more compact this away. So, but I wrote 3 people for 3 different changing tables. This was the cheapest. This was the lady that responded. So this is the one we went with. It does need a little tightening up with like an Allen wrench, but no big deal. There's a few like nicks and like spots, but I'm not really worried about that because we're painting anyway. So like I'm not stressed about all of this because that's going to get covered like with the paint. I'm not going to do a whole like, there's no big, huge gouges, so I'm not going to really need to take spackle or fill or anything. I think this will be fine like this.
Hit that like button if you are also a person that hates to do prep work when you redo a piece of furniture or anything. Like, I hate the prep work. I just want to see like the final product. You know what I mean? Like I just want to like do the paint or do the treatment or whatever I'm doing and like see the final product, get it in the room and see how amazing it is. Like the whole like wiping everything down with soapy water, like the whole prep thing is just absolutely irritating. Okay, for being honest. So hit that like button if that's also you. But as we all know, prep work is super important because your piece is going to turn out like crap if you don't put in the correct effort and time to do good prep work, because you can't paint over like nastiness and disgustingness.
So I wiped down most of it. I do still need to get like kind of like the underneath and like the front. I'm going to have to like tip it over for that, I think, just because I can't really get down there. But I am going to take this little Allen wrench now and I'm going to tighten up all of these little meeting points, especially like this one. I don't know if you can tell, that's like almost completely out. The board that it's connected to is completely wobbly. So I'm just gonna go around and tighten up some of these spaces just to make sure that it doesn't like go falling apart on us.
I hate an Allen wrench. I dropped this thing, I swear, like twice. I hate an Allen wrench, but we did get everything all nice and tightened up, and it was like super quick. But like, can we just use screws? Like, why can't we just use screws?
So I tightened all of those little Allen wrench screws. There was only like 12 of them. I don't feel like sanding. I don't. So I think I'm going to use this instead. This is a, I don't know if you can see it because I'm so far away. It's a deglosser. I don't even remember what I used this on. Maybe our kitchen cabinets when we redid them. But it says it's permanently deglosses. I am going to have to put some gloves on because I just got my nails done. I'm not trying to mess them up. Supposed to wear chemical splash goggles. I don't have those. It is a little bit strong. Like, it's not like terrible. But it's like my hands are already, let me see. I don't know if I can get this thing on my head now. This little mask thing. I'm going to attempt to put this on, but like now my hands are like already like gloved up and like in the stuff. If I can't get it on like this, oh my goodness. Oh no. It is a sight to see and I cannot talk.
I should have been wearing one of these a long time ago because I have been like spray painting for years and years, many moons. Okay. And like spray paint dust in my nostrils, like breathing all that stuff in. And like, I probably should have been like doing the smart thing and wearing one of these like every time I do a project that involves spray paint or like really strong smelling chemicals. I don't because like this thing is so hot on your face. Like it's torturous, but it's saving the lungs.
Whew, that mask thing is so hot. Like my face is sweating. Sorry, I just got a text message and I was confused. But we have it on. I'm going to leave it for about 10 minutes. That's what it says. I'm hoping it'll only need one coat because the spray paint I'm using is really good. Even when like I don't sand something. So then I'm going to do the mineral spirits and then we can finally get to painting this. All right. It's been about 15, 20 minutes. We're going to do the mineral spirits. I was reading the back of it and like how helpful directions for use was like follow the paint manufacturer's directions. Not helpful. It does say that they recommend 4 like ounces per gallon or something. Don't know what that means. Like you know what I mean? Like I'm not putting it in paint. So what I'm gonna do, just to be on the safe side, because I don't want to like completely mess this up, is I'm gonna put a little bit in the soapy water because I'm kind of like scared now. There's not really any directions for it, and I've seen so many people who redo furniture and stuff like use it straight on to stop whatever process is happening. I'm just nervous, so I'm literally like, I'm just gonna do a little bit because I really don't know. Okay, that is so strong. I should have put the mask on. The fumes have died down a bit, but to be honest, I'm gonna take this rag that I brought out here, this clean one, and I'm gonna hold it over my face because I have it like all over my hands now because I just dumped my hands in there. So I don't want to then put them out at like, so I'm just gonna do it like this.
You're about to see me get in trouble in a few seconds. My husband's gonna come home from the grocery store, and I'm gonna be in trouble. Watch.
That is not.
Okay, here's what happened.
That is not appropriate.
Here's what happened is I didn't think the mineral spirits were gonna smell that strong. It's all over my hand. I can't put that on now. I didn't know it was gonna smell like that.
Mineral spirits is not safe.
Okay, well, you want to put the thing on my face? I didn't know it was gonna, I wore it for the deglosser. I didn't know it was gonna be that strong. And then
I can't get it over your head.
just shove it over the bun.
Stuff's happening. No, as possible.
Hopefully you enjoyed that little commentary right there. But for the deglosser, I actually I think it's amazing. It was so much better than sanding, even though I had to do this extra step afterwards.
Hey guys, hopefully you can hear me. I have the mask thing on. I literally have been out here for 25 minutes spraying this thing, okay? And I swear I hit record, and apparently I did not hit record, so I'm so sorry, but oh my goodness. Like, I literally went to pick up the tripod, and I was like, why is my phone off? Like, oh, this mask is so hard to breathe in. Well, it's half done now, and I'm so sorry, but I'll show you the other part. I didn't get the bottom. I still have some things I've missed, and I am out of spray paint, so I have to order some more, but it's halfway done. Sorry, guys.
Y'all, I was so mad. I was so mad when I realized my phone was not recording. I was putting in the work for y'all. I was so irritated because now I'm like, okay, all of a sudden it's just going to be done. It is basically done. And I'm just going to be like, well, we painted it black, guys. Just skipped a whole step. My gosh, I have to double check myself. Hopefully you can hear me. I have my mic on. So finally charged. The changing table is painted. Sorry about the lack of clips of the painting process. So where I thought it was recording, then I did that one little clip, and then my husband did some touch-ups on it for me because I could still smell the spray paint through the mask I was wearing, and I was like, yeah, no, this is probably not good. So we are going to position it in place. My husband and my son carried out that giant dresser. Oh my goodness, I almost bumped into something. Carried out that giant dresser that was in here the last time you guys saw it. Then there was a dresser in the hallway, and they carried that all downstairs. I'll show you a clip of what they carried out just in case you forgot or you're new here and you haven't watched the other videos. But we're going to position this in the place I think that I want it. And then we're going to kind of go from there. Hopefully I can scoot this into place. Please ignore my outfit also. It's way lighter than I thought it was going to be. Swear it felt heavier in the garage. Probably because it's on the carpet now. We went to Dave & Buster's. Our daughter's birthday is in a week from when we're filming this, and we do not have her next weekend. So we went to Dave & Buster's with the kiddos and stuff today and just hung out. So my outfit of the day, not usually what I'd be moving furniture in. I am going to be changing though soon because I need to do the shelves, but this is just what I had on when we got home. And they were kind enough to move all of the furniture for me when we got home before my husband started dinner. We are making the Long John Silver chicken planks today. So let's see. I'm trying to decide if I want it centered or not. I think I do. And because I think even though it looks like it's going to be kind of close to the crib, that's not necessarily a bad thing because it could be change straight to the crib straight to the changing table. And then the chair, like I said, is going to go right here, which my husband was like, well, that's kind of far away from the crib, but I don't know. I think it'll be okay. So I decided that I was going to do just a little bit of straightening. Really, I need to move this tree into this corner, which is why I kind of started this whole process, moving things around. But this room is getting to be a disaster while I'm working in here. It's a mess. I don't know that I love the plant here. I think it's a little bit too big. It kind of overhangs the closet, but it's also overhanging where the crib's going to be a little bit. So this could be something that goes down in the main living space. But for right now, we're going to leave it here just because I don't really know what else to do with it. And we're going to shift our focus back to the other side. So this was being totally extra for no reason. I was measuring on both sides to make sure that I had it centered perfectly. And you're going to see in a second, waste of time. I think I'm deciding that I'm not going to center it just because I think it's going to be too close to the crib. When I'm backing up, if I was over here, it's I have no space. But if I'm over here, it's I have this space to go behind me and then straight over. Also, we need room for a trash can, and I would prefer that the trash can isn't on this side right when you walk in the door. I'd rather it be over there, so where all the diapers are going to go. So it creates a little nook back there, kind of for the trash can and stuff. So I think I'm going to kind of leave it this. I don't want to get poop on the curtains. I'm just being honest. That's why I don't want to move it far over, because like poo goes everywhere. Okay. I still remember. I'm just going to take my pencil and I'm just going to kind of mark where like the outer edge of this is going to go, because I'm going to move this changing table out of my way when I go and do the shelves, so I don't have to like reach over it. So I'm just going to pull it out to the middle of the room or somewhere, and then that way I can figure out how I want my shelves set up. As you can see, I changed. I'm in my comfy sweater. First step, this wall is so dusty. I need to wipe it off a little bit. And then we're just going to draw a line where I think I want the like bottom bracket of my shelf to be. So I'm going to measure up from the mark, because this is like the top of the changing table right here. I'm going to measure up because I do want it. I don't want it like so high I can't reach it, but I want it high enough where I have like space to do the things. Do you know what I mean? Like eventually also stand to like the kid up and like put clothes on and stuff. So we're going to wipe the wall down and then we're going to make our marks. Yep. After all that, I decided I didn't want it centered anymore. So we're doing it like offset. So, yeah. So I'm just going to kind of like eyeball from the top of this where I think I want that highest shelf. Actually, I wonder if I measure the other side and see where I had it, and then I'm going to judge from there. So I'm going to measure where they used to be, because I did have to patch some more over there, and then we'll go from there. So the other side was about 53 from the bottom. So click that. And that's about right here. I think I want to go up a little bit higher. So honestly, I'm wondering if I should do like 60, just to make sure it's not like really intrusive. Yeah, I think that. Ooh, but then am I going to be able to reach it? Because I am going to have the whole changing table in my way. I'm not going to be this close to the wall like this. So 53, ooh, 57. We'll meet in the middle. And we'll say 57. Having a large level like this, like I highly recommend, go grab you one now if you don't have one. Before I had my brackets like this, I actually think I kind of want them like this time. So I'm going to put this bottom part on the line. And then I might actually draw a straight line down on each side with the level, so that I can like line this side up, so I make sure that I get these nice and straight. I was actually really happy that I did this line on the side, because it really kind of helped me get like everything flush, because I can be really bad at that, like just kind of like throwing stuff up on the wall and like not really like paying attention to exactly how level or flush it is. So I am glad that I did that, because it definitely helped me out there. Also, if you don't have a drill bit or don't feel like going to get one, you can use a tiny screwdriver, hammer it into the hole, wiggle it around like a mad person, and there you go. You're welcome. So I'm going to take this board, and I'm going to go ahead and attach it so that I can attach the other one, so I know where I need like my other anchor. Is that an anchor? Bracket to sit. My brain, y'all, it's been so intense. Like I am forgetting like the simplest of words. Like it's been so strange. Like I can't think of the word bracket. Do you know what I mean? Anchor, bracket. We don't know. The little arm thing that's underneath the shelf. Like that's what my brain has been doing. And I've also been extra clumsy lately, like more than usual. Like bumping into stuff, like dropping stuff. Like it's been something. So I do want to just test. I want to push this back and just make sure that I like it before I do the other two shelves. Because if I don't like it and I have to like redo it, I would rather redo 2 than redo 4. So I'm just going to push this kind of into place, like where we kind of made those marks, and just kind of step back and see how I feel. It's going to go all the way against the wall. I can reach, kinda. But I can reach the stuff, like the ones that I put up top are probably going to be like decor like stuff. And then here might be like diapers, wipes, So I do want to give myself some decent space in between. I think this is going to be okay. So I think I'm going to use this picture frame just as like spacing. I'm thinking like if I had a basket or something that like this would be enough space for my shelf to be at, but I could even put like my bracket at this particular height, so that I had like plenty of space up top. So I think that's what I'm going to do is use this as spacing, and then I'm just going to like mark where the top of that hits, and then I can use my level again to make that line all the way across. I'm also really glad I did this because I was trying to figure out how to like space the shelves evenly, like perfectly. And I feel like the first time I put these up, I'll have that video linked down below, but I feel like the first time I put these up, like I did not do that. And they weren't like as straight and wonderful as they could have been. So like this was definitely a trick that for sure helped me out. It was also super easy because I literally had this picture frame like hanging in the room. Like it was just like sitting around in my clutter pile. So super convenient. Alrighty, so here we have the shelves up. I do need screws for those bottom two. I guess I didn't put screws in the first time, and now you can see those yellow anchors, but I'm going to fix that eventually. For now, we're going to wipe off this line. You can't really see it from all the way back here, or with the shadow that's always in this room, that weird yellow, but you can definitely see it like that. If you want a tip for the easiest way to get pencil off of a wall, it's a magic eraser. Like, do I have one? Yes, I absolutely do. Absolutely have one. Like, it's in the drawer in front of the sink. Did I go down there and grab it? No. Instead, I decided to struggle with this whack cleaner and this rag that took me forever to get this line off when I could have just walked downstairs and grabbed the magic eraser. And it would have been so much faster for me to do that. So like, don't struggle bus like me. Go get the magic eraser. It works the best for getting pencils off of walls. Since I am short, I'm not going to be able to use these top two shelves for anything but decor. So I'm hoping that this is like safe. Like, I don't know, let me know in the comments. But I'm hoping that this is like safe and it like stays up there. But I did want to just put some decor on these two top shelves because like I'm barely reaching it as it is. And I don't even have the changing table right there like in my way. Do you know what I mean? Like decor it was, because there was no way that I was going to put something useful up here and like have to grab a step stool to get it because I'm vertically challenged. I also think it just brings like a cute vibe, like above this like piece of furniture. Pretty sure I just said piece of furniture, where it doesn't look like so plain, just kind of like hanging out on the wall. Like it's bringing that like Harry Potter feel, the vibes, like something a little cutesy to this little corner right here. And once I had that all decorated, then it was time for me to scoochie the table back into the way, just trying to line it up underneath my brackets and make sure it was exactly where I wanted it to be. And since I absolutely destroyed the floor with all of the dusty stuff from the wall, I just had to do a quick cleaning. And then I decided to just straighten up the rest of the room because it was getting absolutely atrocious. So as I'm straightening up, let's break for a little commentary. Hi.
Are you videotaping?
Yeah.
You got black stuff on your nose. Oh, that's overeating.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, why?
And what it is. And what to do.
Seeing what it do.
And what to do.
What he doing? I'm trying to like get like this part kind of like cleaned up a little bit. I'm gonna do like a quick vacuum. So full, like ridiculously full.
I think I'm gonna lay down a minute.
You lay down?
Yeah.
Can you take this in there with you? Somewhere? Thanks. Conversation of the day right there. I'm just putting up like a bunch of like random stuff. Like I have like screwdrivers out in the drill and like stuff that needs to go like to a different room now at this point. Like I'm just trying to like get this together, because if there's one tip that I had about like working projects, it's to like clean up as you go. It's kind of like cooking dinner. You know, like if you cook dinner and you clean up like as you're cooking the dinner, there is not like some huge like terrible aftermath like when you're done and you eaten and your belly's full and you like want to go relax. You know, like the same like checks for when you're doing like some kind of project. Like cleaning as you go is like super helpful so that you don't have some like huge mess after and you're like, why did I even do this? Like, look at what I've gotten myself into. So that's basically what I'm trying to do, is like not let the room get so overwhelming because I've just like chucked crap everywhere. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm trying to like make it make sense, do a little like decorating, like zhuzh up the place a little bit, like as I'm working in here, because I know that I'm going to be tearing it apart again when I do my next project. But until then, like it could still look decent. You know what I mean? Like do a little vacuum, still make it look nice. Like it doesn't have to be atrocious the entire time that you're working on the project. So I would just give that tip, like just kind of like clean as you go when you're doing something like this, because then you can walk back into this room later and instead of feeling overwhelmed, you're going to see the progress and feel good about what you've accomplished. Alrighty, so here's what we have so far. It's very empty, very plain, but we're getting somewhere, and the mess is cleaned up for the most part. Honestly, a lot of it's in the hallway, but so crib there, it's not in yet. We are going to get rid of that. That has to go in the other closet. I do want to measure for some baskets that can go like right here on the bottom two shelves, and then some like little baskets that can kind of go at the top two there. We have this wall. The chair is going to go there eventually when it gets here. And then I think I'm going to do some like artwork right there. We're going to get some darker curtains, I believe, also. I did move the hamper to inside of the closet. I just put it right here. I still have some stuff hanging up there, but it's just going to stay like that. I also want to measure and get some bins for here. I think I'm going to move this shelf down so it's like a little bit more even and kind of evenly space it out. But to get some bins for like things like sleepers and hats and stuff like that. So I'm going to move those shelves down and measure that. Actually, I think I'm going to measure this one. So we're looking at about 12 by, this is the tricky part, 12 by, see if I can see it. You can't even see anything, can you? It's about 6. So I'm going to say like 12 by 5 or 12 by 5.5. All right, we're going to measure these now. So I'm just going to go back to this lip, and that is about 19. So we're going to say like 18 roundabout. And then I would like to get 2 in here if I could. So I'm going to try and do my best. I'm trying to measure one-handed. It's not so easy. We're going to stop at about 33. So 18 and then 33 divided by 2. I'm going to measure this way first. So we'll say 9 by, let's see if I can do this. This is the tricky part, to get it to catch while I'm holding the phone. 9 by, we'll say 22 divided by 2 is 11. So 9 by 11 by, we'll say 9. So 9 by 11 by 9. Last step for today's video is to install this register booster fan because it is hot AF in here. And I have seen a lot of these like get returned. You know how when you shop on Amazon, I did get it from Amazon. I got it on Prime Days, but I will have the link down below in case you're interested. It's probably not going to be on sale. Maybe it will be, I don't know. But a lot of people are returning them, like frequently returned item. And I think that's because people are misunderstanding a bit. This is not like an AC thing. Like it's not gonna like, it doesn't have like whatever condensers, water, whatever goes with AC. I don't know. I am not a technical person. But I think people are returning them because they're expecting it to be like an AC thing, when really what it's supposed to do is it is supposed to boost the airflow. So if you don't have a lot of air coming out of your vent, which we do not, it is supposed to help kick that airflow into like high gear. So that's really why I got it. This looks like a sticker. I want it off. Okay, there it goes. I was like, I want it off, help. That's why I got it, because our vent is not blowing very much at all. So I'm hoping that with this, it'll kind of help boost it a little bit because it gets so hot in here. So, and I will keep you updated in future videos, like if it was worth it or not. Like if it actually boosts. I cannot open this there we go, if it actually boosted the airflow. But I'm going to go ahead and pop this in, install this. It literally just like sits in there. Like you just take the old one out and then you just like sit this one in it, and you do have to have it plugged in. So that's another reason I left that extension cord over there. I'm also going to unplug the fan because I want to see if this thing really works, because I would like to like X-nay on the fan, because like, where am I going to put it? You know what I mean? Like, I don't want it to be like cluttering things up in here. So that's one reason that I did leave that there. I'm probably going to put something in front of that. I'm not really sure just yet because it looks kind of tacky over there. But that's a story for another day. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this in, and then we'll like turn it on. So I went ahead and turned the fan off. So that is off. And then I'm just going to come over here, and then it has a power button. Oh, you can't even see that, can you? Oh, that already feels cooler coming through. I'm going to do the speed fan higher. I'm just kind of curious what these settings do. I don't know what. I should probably read the thing. So it's going to be kind of hard to see. Like, I can't keep the curtain open. And yes, these are like, I have to hem these or something. But apparently you can connect it to the Wi-Fi. So you can press and hold for 3 seconds to enter pairing mode. So I may do that off camera because I can't do it right now because I'm filming on my phone. But that is kind of cool. And then I guess you can like control it from your phone. There's a dark mode, which basically just like turns off this like panel. Look, it's already going down. Oh, I think this is going to be so good for this room. If this works really well for this room, I think I may buy another one for our daughter's room because her room gets super hot too. But I wanted to check and see if it worked before I bought 2 of them because they're not very cheap. I think this was 30 something when I bought it, but it's usually way more expensive. So this is the current temp in the room. I feel like, oh, whoa. Did you hear that? So like, that's kind of loud and annoying, but like, if it kills the tyke, look how much, I don't know if you can even tell, but like how much, there's like a little string right here I can see blowing, how much it's blowing already. Let me put this back. You probably can't really tell, but like, that thing is moving and grooving. All right, we're just gonna let this roll, and then I will update you. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you found it helpful or at least entertaining. Make sure you check out that video and that playlist on the screen. And per usual, smash that subscribe button so you can become part of our YouTube family. We'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.